you just finished watching episode 2. There's so much to catch up on because a lot has happened since Quinetta and I filmed that episode 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago. So let me bring Quinetta on. My queen, my Quinny Quinn. Quinetta Shaw, what's
Gang, 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 gang.
Yo, oh my gosh, I couldn't wait.
Stop it.
Girl, you cut your hair since we last saw each other. You got married. You had a beautiful daughter.
A whole baby.
Oh my gosh, a whole baby. Yo, so we were offline because I kept talking about your snapback. I was like, God, just let me have Quinetta's snapback when I have my first child. That's all I ask.
Listen, breastfeed.
That's what I've heard. That's what I heard. Oh my gosh, Quinetta, thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so like kicking off some things. I know one of the clips I had posted that rang very popular was the Norfolk State clip about you doing nursing and then you pursuing dancing simultaneously. And I think about Megan Thee Stallion, how she's getting her health administration degree at Texas Southern. You got your nursing degree at Norfolk State. Do you see yourself using your nursing degree for something bigger than yourself, even though you're doing dancing as your main squeeze right now?
Absolutely. First of all, shout out to Norfolk State nursing program. Yo, it's one of the top nursing programs out there. That shit is hard. Excuse my language, but listen, you have to be excellent. I definitely want to incorporate my two lifestyles into one. I don't know how yet, still brainstorming on that. So you just keep me in prayer with that. But I just want to fuse the two and definitely want to do it somewhere in neighborhoods where they probably wouldn't get quality care. You know?
Yeah.
So go somewhere.
Which I feel like is usually us. Like
with, my neighborhoods, or you just the hoods around the world or whatever. So yeah, trying to mesh the two. But I'm gonna go back at some point.
Absolutely. I love that. With, you have this, some would say, this magnanimous life and career, right? And so no one really gets to see the journey to any of that. What have you dealt with along the way, like family and friends? Because, people always kind of deal with people not being able to adjust to certain things that they're not used to. How has that adjustment been for you? Like with anyone that just maybe hasn't been understanding or anything like that of your journey?
I have to say that I'm thankful. I thank God that I have family and friends that, although they may not have understood my dream, they supported me no matter what, hands down. And that's all you really need, with whoever has that big dream. You may not always understand it. You may not always agree with it, but the support is what we need. And I always got support from all my family, all my friends, and that's really what kept me going. Like, they would have questions that I couldn't answer. I'm like, I don't know, but I'm gonna just go out here and see what happens, so, and they would just be like, well, all right, well, I mean, and I'm like, I just, so, yeah, I'm thankful to say that I've always had the support system, always.
Which I really think is important, right? Because I feel like if anything, more things have definitely been coming your way. And speaking of more things, we're living in a global pandemic where it's, for at least Black people, it's a pandemic within a pandemic. One, how has your adjustment with your career? Because I feel like you and your husband are in the same career, literally working with each other, right? So how has the family life adjustment been? That's the first part of the question.
Actually, it's been pretty easy. Like you said, we work together. We work in the same industry, whether that's dance or music, whatever. It's still entertainment. So we both understand how that works, what the days look like sometimes, as far as like checking in or calling, making sure everybody cool. So it's been fairly easy, which I'm also thankful for. So yeah. It's been, I mean, of course, there's always like conversations and communication that always needs to be had to make sure we're both on the same page.
Yeah.
But we understand foundationally what it entails to be in the industry and the time that it takes and needs to perfect your craft. So.
Right. What has that adjustment been during a global pandemic that nobody was prepared for? Has anything changed for you all?
Not
Or
necessarily. We were just
yeah.
like, all right, so work not popping. Was good with that unemployment. Nah, nothing really has changed. It's more so,
Yeah.
just spending more time with each other,
Yeah.
diving more on the family unit, making sure that's strong, because we are so fast paced in our work life. So this was a great time for us to really like dive in on some family things and really
Yeah.
connect more with Nas, my little Tinkerbutt, and each other, and then ourselves individually. So
Yeah. Do you as a mother, are you concerned about what life looks like for her now, and then kind of like what we're walking into these days, right? Because I feel like a lot of people are, I mean, I feel like it's exacerbated for us as Black women and Black people, right? But has that concern ever kind of floated your way, you and your husband's way?
it's tiptoed into conversations, but what we've made an effort to do is take it day by day,
Hmm.
because we don't know what's going on and we don't know what's to come. So all we can do is deal with what we have today. Right now, Nas is one. She has no idea what's going on in her world. Her toys are everywhere. Her mommy and daddy are here. She's fed. She gets her diaper changed. She takes her naps. She sleeps through the night. So life is great for her. You know what I'm saying? So um,
I
we
love that.
literally just take it day by day and we deal with what's at hand. I know
Hmm.
for me that's a challenge because I'm a super overthinker, Virgo to the core. So again, with this pandemic, it's definitely helped me just be even more present just within the day because I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I'll come up with so many different scenarios and it's like it's unnecessary stress. So
Yeah.
very
No, I know.
and praying over her and everybody in the world, just and just day by day, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Since we're still on the topic of family and building, Black is King dropped. Some definitely like some real dope lessons and imagery and visuals. Uh Baby girl was in Beyonce's hands in the beginning, and everyone's like, look at baby girl. And my friend, when I first told him, because he's been doing my social, shout out to Steven, I was
Mhm.
like, yeah, Quinetta's daughter was in Beyonce's hand. He was like, talk to me like I'm two. Please run that back. I was like, yeah, no, that's her daughter. Her and her husband's daughter. Beyonce is holding her daughter. And so the lessons, all jokes aside, but the lessons of like, what have been some lessons of parental guidance that you feel like you've received, you've been inspired by, and even with this art piece as a lens, and then as far as legacy is concerned, right? Because you and your daughter were both in Black is King, but just kind of getting your thoughts about that with Black is King, and then just legacy and lessons, parental guidance lessons.
Um, as with any project that I'm a part of, it's an honor. Like speechless. I'm like, wow, 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 God, what? Just so proud to see us in that light, you know. I know we see it every day. We went to HBCU, so we know about that, but the world portrays us in such a different light and it's frustrating. So to see that during this moment was like, you fucking right. I'm Black and I'm proud and we are legacy and we are royalty. So you're just an honor. Man, I pulled the most important thing that I feel like I pulled from it is just, families first. Build that, build that legacy, build that so that your kids are cool, So man, yeah, I'm still, to be honest, gathering my words with that because I've watched it about 4 times already now and I see something different or I catch a
Mm.
different jewel gem, so I'm still putting into words what it all means for me and my family, but it's, man, just it's Black excellence, yo, like at its finest. It's
Mm. That picture was a flex. I was like, look at Quinny. I can't. I was like, that picture was a flex. Like, say
Yeah, I'm
what?
just listen. Just humble. That's all God, yo. Kenny, look at her. Look at my teeth.
And I was thinking to myself, like, after I saw your screenshot, I was like, she has no idea what's
Yo,
going on right now. And I can't
oh
wait.
no. She gonna know.
She is.
I'm
She
like,
is.
girl. Oh, okay. Just so you know.
And you said she was doing other things. I mean, did you ever think that you would have your daughters doing commercials or being on TV or just intertwined in your career like that?
Yo, to be honest, to be dead honest, um, marriage and kids was never a thought that even crossed my mind. Not to say that I didn't want it, but it just was something that marriage anyway. I didn't grow up around. My mom was a single mom holding the fort down. So for me, I was just like, well, I'm gonna go out here, do my thing with my career and I'm gonna be straight. Like I'm a date here and there, but I'm cool. It's whatever. Like my career is. And God he just showed me the things I didn't even know I wanted and the things that I needed. Fucking love my husband. That's my fucking best friend. I was about to call him the N-word, but I was like, let me.
Girl, I'm rated R all day.
That's my best friend. I love that man so much. Like we are super friends first. We were friends for like 4 years before we even decided to date each other. So it's just it's God. He's just so good. Like he blows me away. And then to have Nas and it all just intermingles and makes sense and works. It's just like I can't take none of that credit. I can't. It's all God. Like I'm just thankful, man. I'm thankful. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh man, I love that. It's so funny with you saying like that's your best friend. I feel like I see it in the photos and just how you talk about him, and I'm like, I love that. And not even to sound all cheesy, but like I can't wait to find and be with someone like that where I feel like.
And it ain't cheesy. That ain't cheesy at all.
Right. What's DMX lyric? You were like my dog. You were in my right titty. Like,
look, you need that. You need that.
Yeah, I agree. As Black women, it's so important, especially. We definitely need that. Absolutely.
And Black men, you need that push and pull. Like
yeah. Yeah, it's so important. I think with the times we need each other more than anything else. Because I think we're all we have, with Philly etched on your heart and soul. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's my city, man.
I know you do. What have you thought about the mark or legacy you want to leave on Philly? Because I know sometimes what I've seen, you've done like Community Day, a play on your name.
Yeah.
You do as much as you can to give back. But what type of mark or legacy do you want to leave on Philly?
Ooh, that's a good question. To be honest, just going off the top, I really just want people in Philly to know that it's so much bigger than your neighborhood and your block and your city and your state. I feel like neighborhoods like Philly, sometimes we just get so boxed in and caught up, and it's not our fault, it's just the cards we were dealt. But I would love to just have like an outlet where they're able to see like, okay, it's more to my city, and it's okay if I want to travel, and it's okay if I want to go to school somewhere outside of Pennsylvania, or you know what I'm saying? So I think just the legacy of there's more. There's more.
I
Dream
feel that.
bigger, bigger, bigger. Like, so yeah. But that's a great question. I'm actually going to do some more thinking on that. That was a really good question.
Well, because I thought about when I rewatched that interview multiple times, I keep thinking about, I mean, we even started talking about Philly, and I was just like, I felt like you wanted to do something where people can see we're not supposed to make it out of here, and I did, but so can you, so can you, so can you. And so I just felt like that was something that was on your heart and soul in some form or fashion.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, like I said in the interview, there's so many people who are amazing at what they do in Philly. We just don't have outlets, you know. So there's always like one out the bunch that make it. For example, Meek. His story alone is crazy, you know. So, but there's so many other stories just like that. Like
Right.
even my stories, we're all so similar in that way that it was like the cards were against us, but we pushed through. I
Mm-hmm.
just want, if we can all get on that wave and all just, and then, and maybe even if you don't leave out of Philly, building in your community
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that you're great and it's okay to think differently. You know, you don't have
Mm-hmm.
to do a 9 to 5. That's okay. Like, or if you do want to do a 9 to 5, that's cool too. But just, you know, just following your heart, chasing your dreams, and putting that into action.
Buck, buck, buck. And of course, the question of all questions: what's next? Relatively speaking, because we're still in a global pandemic. But what's next? Next.
To be honest, I don't even know.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Can't even call it. Like I was saying earlier, it's literally like a day by day, you know, and just preparing as much as you can for things to get to the new normal, whatever that may look like.
Mm.
But you know, still perfecting my craft, working on some new things. So yeah, just you know, follow your girl, be on the lookout. I took a little hiatus for a month.
Girl, you
So
ain't missing anything. Trust.
I feel
It's for your health, though, to be honest. Social media has been exhausting.
yeah, I heard my husband was telling me at the top of this month I was watching online church service and I just felt moved to do so. I feel like I'm not on there a lot, or I haven't been, but I just felt moved to fast IG, and so we are coming to the end of August and I'm excited because I miss Shade Room. But
Guilty
now, yeah, I'm
pleasure.
excited to just reconnect with everyone, especially because we like fake quarantine or whatever it is we're doing out here in California.
Right,
Um,
right.
so yeah, just follow me and keep up with me and keep me in prayers, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. Okay, wait. So on the well, I'm not saying it as you. Is that, are y'all
Um,
still doing that? No.
we took a little break. You know, we are trying to figure out how we can revamp it and make it make sense to what our lives are right now
Yeah.
because you know that was some years ago. We are all currently married now and
Oh,
doing
I love that.
other different things. So we have been talking about how we can just bring it back,
Bring it
new,
back.
fresh, and so.
That's tough. Oh my gosh, Quinny. Oh man, ain't nothing changed. Ain't shit changed from 3 years ago.
Nothing.
Thank you so much. Baby
Thank
girl is so precious. Y'all missed her earlier. I got to
you.
see her in the control room.
Same
Yes, thank you so much, Quinny. I wish you the best with everything.
to you, my lady.
And you know, we're gonna be searching where Quinny at next.
Listen, on September 1st, I'm gonna post something. Just double tap it and shoot me a comment.
We out here. All right, Quinny, thank you. Be safe and y'all have a good one. Mwah.